Yeah, so before getting into mortgages, I was actually a personal trainer at the villages. So there's a lot of them now. So DMB clubs, and I was contracted in there to teach martial arts. So I was managing and operating a martial arts spot in Tempe. So I was a trainer and martial arts instructor. My very first client as a trainer was a mortgage broker. And although she wasn't who got me into the mortgage business, indirectly, my girlfriend, who's now my wife, wanted to get into real estate, and the mortgage broker says, she doesn't want to get into real estate. She should get into mortgages. So I said, hey, will you interview her? And so she did. So she interviewed my wife, and she got in there for about 4 or 5 years. She was the front desk. She was a funder, closer, processor, became a loan officer, and then was the personal assistant to the owner, who was still my client. So all this time, I'm training her. She had a baby, but she's running this monster organization, and then my wife's now her assistant. So then, now I'm 5 years into the personal training business, working 14-hour days. You're capped. You can't make any more money, and I'm training all these entrepreneurs, CEOs, and they're like, "Man, you got to get into sales. Like, you got to get out of here and do something." And I'm like, it was kind of cool. Like, my clients were like pushing me to get out and do something else, right? At the time, my wife said, hey, there's a couple guys that are hiring in the office. There's one in particular. His name is JB. He'd be a really good guy. He's looking for an assistant. So I interviewed with JB, and that's how it all started. It all started with me training the owner, who then took on the chance on my wife to get in the business for 5 years. And then her introducing me to JB, who took a chance on me, who had never been in the business as a personal trainer, to then jump into the industry.